Level 3s are obviously the most expensive, but they're the best. They're super worth it to have. They give you like random events. They'll give you like free monarch points. They'll give you like 50 prestige, 1 stability, missionary strength. Let's see. The discipline guy, a level 3 discipline guy will give you like 5 years of like plus 10% discipline. I think a level 3 missionary guy will actually just randomly convert provinces to you. Just like, it's just an event. It'll just pop up and says, oh, he just did this. And so it instantly, provinces that aren't your religion instantly switch to your religion and shit. It's actually, level 3 advisors are seriously good to have. It's just they're expensive. So we can't afford too many advisors right now, obviously. We're already losing money with full army maintenance. And, you know, it's expensive to have advisors, but, you know, they're worth it when you can afford them. So, okay, so let's just wait until April 1463 and then we can declare. We do need a general. Go ahead and grab a general in the army that's in Mogilev right now.
Okay, you spit in 50. Okay, 1000.
Oh shit, that is a horrible general.
I know.
Oh my god. And I'll tell you why. Go over to our military screen, go to country view, and then over to the sword and the helmet.
Okay.
There's something called army tradition. It's right next to the tactics. Top right. Or like the left where you see all the different modifiers and such.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it now. 16.4.
Right. Yeah. The higher your army tradition, the better your generals. So we got a pretty shitty general, which is unfortunate. But I don't think there's anything we can really do about that. The Muscovites are probably going to have better generals than us.
Gotcha.
If you think it's worth it, you can roll another general. It costs, you know, 50 military power. So it's your call.
And
remember,
take us.
We haven't done our development yet, so we don't have our institution just yet.
Yeah, I think we just stick with what we got.
Just a 1000.
He's crappy. Yeah, he's crappy, but you know, it's better than no guy.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. So right now, while we're waiting, do you think we should do any development or anything, or build some buildings?
Yeah.
I think we should keep a war chest for sure. But we do have a few monarch points that we're not really using right now. We could use that on development for one of our institutions, either in a capital or somewhere else. What do you think?
I would rather let's go ahead and use them.
Okay. Do you want to develop our capital for the Renaissance or somewhere else?
Let me look at Renaissance real quick.
We
What's the
could-
institutions look like?
We could also alternatively make some territories into states. That would be something else to do. We get money and we get manpower for doing that.
Because they're about ready to go to war with a much larger force, manpower might be worth it.
Well, you don't get manpower now. You get manpower
Oh.
recovery speed usually.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, instead of 219 men per month, you get, you know, 220, 221, 222, you know?
Oh, well, that's not really worth it then if it's only going to be that low.
Well, it takes time to, you know, integrate the territories into your territory. You know, it takes a little bit of time.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, like say something like, I mean, because there's a lot of high development provinces over here, like you see Polotsk, Vitebsk, you know, like Polotsk is 9 development. It might be worth it to make that a state, you know, if that's your thing, possibly. Maybe worth it, you know. Or we can develop. I'm actually going to say we should probably develop. I think we should worry about states a little later when we have some more, you know, heretic tolerance and things like that. States will become more important, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit more towards the developing too. Just get our capital up there a little bit more.
Okay. And do you want to develop in our capital?
Yeah, that was my number one.
Let's go and take a look at, let's select it. Select Vilnius.
Yep.
So this is a province, and provinces are kind of grouped together into what we call areas. Or it's like kind of like the same thing with like a county. Multiple counties make up a duchy. You know, multiple duchies make up a kingdom.
Right.
Let's go over here to Vilnius. But you can see at the top, there's the province itself. There's a tab for the province. And then you can actually go for the area. Vilna.
Okay.
Go ahead and click on that. And there's something called edicts. You can have area-wide edicts that do various things to your province or provinces. Let's go and view our edicts right now. We don't actually have an edict in place. So if we're going to develop our capital for our institution, all these edicts that pop up, advancement effort, centralization effort, defensive edict, all those, one thing we might be able to do is encourage development. It'll give us cheaper development.
Okay.
Do you think that'd probably be a good idea to do?
Yeah, I mean, I see it does have a negative of adding, 200% state maintenance, but encouraging development should,
help us out, save just that little bit of extra monarch points.
Right.
So go ahead and do it.
Okay.
So now, for Vilnius, instead of 61 points to develop right now for one of our, either base tax, production, or manpower, now it would only cost 56. So we're saving just a smidge, just a little bit. But even a little bit can be a lot,
Right.
Alternatively, you can also go to the burghers. I know right now we can't grant them monopoly charters because we already did so, but you can actually go to the burghers, and if the burghers are loyal, it actually reduces your development cost by an additional 7.5%, which is actually pretty huge. It's actually pretty big. But the thing is we can't do anything to the burghers right now to get them loyal. We would
Right.
have to have an event of some kind. So, I think for now we won't worry about it. But maybe in the future we can have the burghers be a little more loyal, so that we can get that increased development cost to go down. Okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead and just wait for April 1463.
Okay, sounds good. So we're not going to develop that at all.
Well, a quick way to get the burghers loyal would be to give them land. We only need it. We only need to give them a little land. Do you think that'd be good?
I don't know what giving land would do, other than just saying we gave them land.
Yeah, but giving an estate land makes them more loyal. It gives them more power, but it makes them more loyal to you. Yeah.
Okay.
So do you think that would be worth it to start developing our capital? It's your call.
I'd say yeah. I mean, it'll be a while before we can get that renaissance. So the sooner we can jump on, anything we can get, we should do it.
Okay.
My thought.
Let's go and do it. Let's go ahead and give the burger some land. Go ahead and go to your
Okay.
production interface and go down below the development tab. It's estates.
Okay.
Click on your burger estate,
All right.
and you can give them anything that's green, which is only two
80.
provinces, Braunschweig and Gardinus. And both of them would give us the loyalty that we need for the development costs. So go ahead and pick whichever one.
Which one?
Braunschweig or Gardinus,
I don't-
whichever
I
one you
don't-
like. Yeah.
I don't see what the difference. If there's any kind of difference, I don't know what you would.
Braunschweig would give the burghers more influence, so they would be stronger. They would have more power in our court, but they are also more loyal. So
Okay.
that might
kind
be-
of what we're going for.
Yeah, it might be worth it.
Okay.
So
Well, Braunschweig is theirs.
okay. So now oh wow. Because of the burger influence. Because the burger influence and the burger loyalty, our development cost is an additional minus 10%. So let's go ahead and let's let a month tick by so that it's updated in this province, I believe.
Okay. Okay.
So to develop
take a look.
Vilnius now, instead of 56, costs 51.
Right. So now it went down a grand total of 10
That's right.
monarch points
Per point of development. So if you develop 5 times, how many monarch points did you save?
50.
That's right. But you also got to remember, the higher the development of a province, the more expensive it becomes to develop. It's an exponential scale. So even though you think we saved 50, we actually saved even more than that. Because it's exponential. It gets progressively more expensive. So that shit can really, really add up over time. So why don't we go ahead and open up your institutions tab.
Okay.
And you can see if we improve base tax, base production, or base manpower, what are we going to get? Say if we improve base tax, what do we get?
Hold on, I'm looking. So pull up the institutions within the province?
That's right, in Vilnius, in our capital.
Okay. I don't see it saying anything for...
Oh, and then go ahead and hover over the improve base tax button.
Oh, okay.
Right in the terrain. So what do we get if we improve base tax? Say.
So we'll get a monthly tax income of plus 0.09 ducats and a local recruitment time of -1% and Renaissance of plus 2.83.
That's right. And that sounds pretty good. The thing is we're going to get basically 2.83 Renaissance every time we develop any category, not just base tax. So the best way to develop to get an institution is to spread out the Renaissance cost across all 3 categories. That way you're not behind too much in any one category. So how many modern points do we have right now?
Total?
Yeah, what does it say at the top?
I'm going to go ahead and say probably about 800 plus. Yeah, about 850, 852, somewhere in there.
Yeah. And you can see we have kind of an advantage in Diplo a little bit. There's, a little bit lopsided. Our admin and our military are a little bit shy. But that's okay. So I think now is a good time to just kind of develop our capital. Let's just do a round of each development.
Okay.
Improve base tax once, production once, and then military once. And you can see...
So now we're 775.
That's right. Now we're 775 instead of 664. And now you can see our Renaissance has progressed, right? You can see the institutions tab.
Right. Did our town grow when we did that a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The town will visibly grow on the map. Every point of development, I think, is like one little structure. So go ahead and do another round.
Okay.
Okay. And go ahead and do one more.
One more. Okay.
All right. So now we're about 43% of the way towards the Renaissance. We need to do better still. We're out of admin, we're out of military, but we still can develop if you'd like. You can develop Diplo if you think that's what you want to do. I don't think we need Diplo for anything right now. And considering we got the burghers loyal and we're not at war or anything right now, I think maybe just using up the rest of our Diplo for now would be best.
Okay.
And now we're at 57% for the Renaissance. And
about 13 more years.
About 13 more years. Yep. So from 1462 to 1475. It did a lot. It increased our development in our capital from literally 16 to 28 development, which means our capital is super fucking wealthy. It costs a lot of monarch points, but we are ahead in technology anyway. So we can kind of afford it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And right now we can either wait for more monarch points. We have to fight our war with Muscovy, obviously. We can either wait for more monarch points and develop more a little later, Or we just let the country, or let the Renaissance come naturally to Vilnius and get it in 1475 or so. It's your call, whichever you want to do. Do you want to wait for more points, or do you want to just let the spread happen naturally?
Think we need to kind of let it happen naturally right now.
Okay. And let's come over back to, let's go back to Vilna, or Vilnius, and then click on the area tab where we have the edict.
Okay, yeah.
And go to view edicts.
Okay.
Do you see the one at the top that says advancement effort?
Yeah, I see it.
And do you see where it says institution spread?
Yeah, 33%.
That would make it so that instead of waiting until 1475 to get the Renaissance institution of Vilnius via natural growth, we would get it basically 33% faster.
Okay.
Now, we can't change the edict right now because we have to wait. Edicts have to be in place at least a year. So it means basically November 1463, we can change the edict in Vilnius. So how's that sound?
We'll just have to wait.
We'll just have to wait. Yep. And we'll also generate a few more monarch points that we can probably help the institution along a little bit. I mean, if we have the development reductions, development cost reductions, you know, why not? We're right now we have development cost minus I think it's 20%. Yeah.
So should we go in there and spread these edicts around to like other areas though, like Minsk?
It's expensive, so I don't think it'd be worth it. The capital, I think, would be enough for us to embrace the institution. I think that'll be okay.
Okay.
So right now we're just gonna wait for a war with Muscovy, if that's what you want to do. Or we take a break here because it's been about 2 hours or so. What would you want to do? You want to finish the war? You want to declare the war with Muscovy because it might take some time to fight.
Yeah, let's take that break because cliffhangers.
Yep.
And that'll give us something to do next time.
That sounds good. That sounds good. So, any questions or anything before we wrap up here?
Nope. I think today we've covered more internal matters than anything else, which is perfect.
Yeah. And then warfare, the war against Muscovy is going to be kind of hard. So that's going to be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like I formed Russia's Novgorod. That was fucking pretty interesting too. So, you know.
Oh, really?
I did. Yeah, I have a campaign on that.
You did the other way.
Yeah, I did the other way. So that was fucking hard. So I don't know. That was cool. But I'm not the best at you know, this game. I'm okay. So, all right, man. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and we'll wrap this up here for today, and then we'll be back tomorrow for some more. I think same time, same place.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, that sounds good. I'll see you tomorrow then.
All right, man. See you.
Take care, son.
See you.